Okay, so would you rather be a part of an alien invasion or a robot invasion?
Ooh. I mean, honestly, it would depend on if the robots are waterproof.
But you go get in the water and just...
Well, no, I would put water on them. Like, if they're invading, all you gotta do is hook up the hose.
Listen, you saw iRobot. That's
I'm like, that's what I said. It would matter. I mean, honestly, I feel like we're doomed either way, and I just feel like it might be a little bit fast. Well, no, the aliens might want to study and do some research.
Aliens could have powers too.
They could have powers. They could be coming in here with some, for all of my Marvel heads out there, some scroll type stuff coming in and some shapeshifters.
But at the same time, it could be some cool aliens.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
I think I'll take my chances with the aliens only because if they do come and they're peaceful and we can learn from them, there it is. But if they come and they're not peaceful, we're just gonna it's gonna have to be deathmatch. We're just gonna have to fight to the death. All right, so welcome back, 5011 fam. So we are about to hop into this second half of y'all getting to know us. You know, these 20 questions or something like that.
Round 2, fight.
Right. So I think I started round 1. So I want you to start round 2.
Okay.
And this is our Would You Rather round. So we both have a set of 10 questions to ask the other. We're going to go back and forth, but neither of us knows what the questions are for the other. So hopefully we don't have any of the same questions.
I hope not, especially because I only came up with 7. I can't think of anything else. Because I didn't want to go stereotypical because I didn't want us to have the same thing. And so I was trying to think a little outside of the box. So I
went so out of the box.
But you might spark, if you spark my creativity, I'll just jot them down. It's just okay. So the first one I have, would you rather be if you're in a plane crash, would you rather end up in the ocean or in the jungle?
Oh my goodness. That sounds terrifying. I would rather. Oh my goodness. Well, okay, I guess. I would rather end up in the jungle, and the reason being, even though I can swim. It's not because I can't swim. Let me just throw that disclaimer out there. But I have a huge fear of snakes. So that's why I'm actually the more terrified of the jungle. But I feel like I've watched so many Naked and Afraid and all these Discover things that I have a better chance in the jungle than I do in the ocean. Because I can see myself getting tired and being like, look, Lord, just take me. But in the jungle, I feel like I would maybe get the will to fight a little bit more.
You'd lose.
Just because I'd be...
The animal's going to take you out.
Look, let me tell you, I think the Aries in me, the fire energy in me, I have a little more grit than I think people know. I'm a little scrappy. I'm a little scrappy.
Listen, the mountain lions are very scrappy. Okay, I'm gonna need you to be a little scrappy.
That they are, but I mean, what's the?
But a jaguar pull up, you got to be more than a little scrappy.
This is very true. This is very true. But I mean, it's better than drowning, I guess.
I mean, that's
maybe not.
You probably would be easier to find because, if you in the ocean, you could float. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, you're not with Rose and somebody will share the space with you.
Right. With Rose,
and it'll be easier to find you because you're in the ocean. It'll be easy to find you.
I mean, yes and no, but I also know how to start a fire. So if I'm in the jungle, I could start a fire. It's just a matter of not dying before that fire goes out.
That's very true.
You got, because in the ocean you can't drink the ocean water, so you can dehydrate in the ocean.
You can.
That was the reason I'm like, okay, no ocean for me because look, I'm not trying to drown and dehydrate. I'm not trying to be shark food. I don't want to die that way. Just Lord take me now.
The ocean is very scary.
Ocean is terrifying. Okay, so for me, let's see. Would you rather lose all your money and valuables or lose all the pictures you've ever taken?
Child, y'all can have them pictures. I don't care about them pictures. Listen, this brain, I got a photographic memory. Girl, I don't need them pictures.
Photographic memory.
I don't need those pictures. I barely be taking pictures. I'm the person on vacation that forgets to take pictures.
That's me. So
you can have them pictures.
I
just spent good money on this stuff. These pictures is free. I create new memories, and I got it up here. Okay, if I lose it up here, listen, it's in my heart.
Yeah, same here. Like, I rarely take pictures. I honestly don't feel like I like any of the pictures that I take anyway. So they can burn. It's fine. Let me have my money and let me have my valuables. I'll keep those. All right, it's you, love.
Would you rather be in jail for a year or be homeless for a year?
Ooh.
Your answer is going to be very telling.
It is. I think I'll actually go with be homeless for a year. And I think the reason I'll go with be homeless for a year is I have a family where we've had a lot of people in our family, or I'm not even going to use the word a lot, but I've had people in my family who've been incarcerated, and we've dealt with the prison system before. And I honestly feel, because of the way I was raised and the understanding and the common sense that was taught to me and the certain level of intelligence I was just gifted, I feel like I have a better chance on the streets homeless than I would in prison or in a jail. I don't feel like it would be the best environment for me. I don't think I would live. I don't even know if I could live a year in prison. Me just being frank. So
listen,
I
was there for 24 hours. I spent most of those 24 hours in holding. I was probably I did go upstairs. I was upstairs for probably 20 minutes. I had me a little cell. You know what I'm saying? But the little time, let me tell you something. The 24 hours, I was like, girl, this is not the tea. Because it doesn't matter what you're in there for. You treat it like a murderer. They don't care what you can be there for a parking ticket. You're a murderer. Doesn't matter. And just to not have my own free will to get up when I want, move it up, do what I want. No, absolutely not. And you definitely not going to be talking to me crazy. My mouth is... I am too small and my mouth is too smart.
That's how I am too. Look, get beat up every day.
But your girl, I don't care what I'm over here talking about thug life, thug life and free. Okay.
Come on now.
Ain't
say that again.
I'm not going to jail. Free me.
Wow. Okay, so would you rather be forced to live... Well, no, I'm not going to say be forced. Would you rather have life as a musical or life as a soap opera?
Oh, that's so tricky. Because I'm dramatic, but I love music.
That's why I came up with that one. I was like, oh, that's going to be a good one.
But see, with the soap opera, it's easy to watch them go through it.
Right. But I don't want to go through that. Exactly.
You know what? I'm definitely gonna go musical because first of all, I feel like I already lived my life as a musical. I just you ever just be doing stuff and you think of a song yo, this would be so perfect to fit this moment right now. It already be in your head. And it's for me with the soap operas, I hate when things become too much. If it's just a lot and it's too much, I immediately retreat. I'm a Cancer. I'm going back in my shell. I don't have time for this. It's too much. It's once something becomes a thing, and it's so funny because at the other job that we had in common that you're at and I'm not, but it was a joke how, because I always used to be I don't want it to be a thing. They always used to make fun of me because I would not talk about certain things. I'm I don't want to turn it into a thing. And so that became my phrase, but I hate a thing. I really do.
Yeah.
I like to just be chilling. I like to just, I know stuff happens, but soap operas is always something.
Soap operas are a lot. It's too much.
I'll be listen, I need to go enjoy my cannabis because y'all are y'all are too much.
Yeah, soap operas are intense. For me, it would also be musical, hands down.
That would be so fun. Down. Could you imagine?
That would.
When somebody get on your nerves and you bust out in the song.
Look, and you got a diss track ready. Look, ready to get them together.
Very that. Okay, is it on me next?
It is.
Okay, so would you rather be a part of an alien invasion or a robot invasion?
Ooh. I mean, honestly, it would depend on if the robots are waterproof.
Would you go get in the water and just...
Well, no, I would put water on them. Like, if they're invading, all you gotta do is hook up the hose.
Listen, you saw iRobot. That's
look. That's I'm like look. That's what I said. It would matter. I mean, honestly, I feel like we're doomed either way, and I just feel like it might be a little bit fast. Well, no, the aliens might want to study and do some research.
Aliens could have powers too.
They could have powers. They could be coming in here with some, for all of my Marvel heads out there, some scroll type stuff coming in and some shapeshifters.
But at the same time, it could be some cool aliens.
That's true. I think I'll take my chances with the aliens only because if they do come and they're peaceful and we can learn from them, there it is. But if they come and they're not peaceful, we're just it's gonna have to be deathmatch. We're just gonna have to fight to the death. Somebody is not making it out. There's gonna be a winner and there's gonna be some losers.
Right.
And I'm just hoping I pick the winning side.
Very bad.
What about you? Would it have been aliens or robots?
I would rather die from an alien than a robot. I don't even fool with Siri. Okay. I am I don't have a thumbprint. I don't fool with Siri. Now, Snapchat, you caught me slipping. You got my face. But that's okay. I don't really be doing nothing anyway. But I can't do the robot thing. Like, I just don't like it. It's not.
Yeah.
I'd rather it be an alien. At least it'd be something cool and weird, not a freaking robot.
Like, for me, artificial intelligence is one of those things.
You ever seen that movie?
Really get AI?
Yes.
I saw
with the little boy from
yes,
I used to love that movie. I own the VHS still.
It's been so long since I've seen it, but I've seen AI. It's been a very long time. But all AI movies are like terrifying.
They are.
And that's my thing. It's like, no, I'll take the alien.
I think it's terrifying though because it could happen. I think that's what makes it more terrifying is because we know that it's a possibility because they're already experimenting with AI. They're already doing it, so we know like more of a possibility. I'm gonna be like Will Smith. I'm gonna be very Will Smith. I might need to go buy me some Converses because I'm gonna be very Will Smith. Like, I'm not playing with y'all. All right, next on you, boo.
Let's see. Would you rather lose the ability to read or the ability to speak?
Speak.
Okay.
Definitely speak because at least now I have a reason not to speak to people, but I don't want to. At least if I can read, like I can't be out here not able to. I feel like not knowing how to read is just not the tease. It's just not the tea. Like, at least if I can read, I can get through life. If I can't read, but I could talk, like, what am I talking about? I can't even read. Like, somebody got to tell me all the information. I don't even know if it's true because I can't read. Definitely would rather be able not to speak because at least if I could read, I could write down my thoughts. You know, I could be an author. I'd probably be like a really bomb author.
For me, it's like a little bit multi-layered, like it's a super complex question because I'm a singer and many times I'm in that space where I can't be around people. I need to be around myself and I need to sing myself out of a situation because again, that's like prayer, that's like expression for me. So as much as I love reading, I think I would have to I'd have to lose the ability to read because I would feel like a bird without a voice. Like I would feel crazy not being able to sing and not being able, because for me, it's not just about speech. Like I could go without talking, but I couldn't go without singing. It's just like blood. Like, so yeah, that's a tough,
That's a good point. You know, I have a theory that the reason why I'm not like a singer is because me and Ariana Grande were born the same day, the same year. And so God kind of ran out of voice.
He had to pick one.
And he was like, listen, you could get a little nyan yan yan for choir as a child, but that's all I got left for you. I'm sorry. I gave it all to her.
I cannot with you, D. Oh my gosh, I cannot. That is hilarious.
As a kid, I used to sing in the choir and stuff, but when I turned 18, when I was in college, I had actually got ulcers on my vocal folds. So it's been a wrap ever since.
Oh, dang.
But I wasn't like a singer, like give her a record deal, because Ariana Grande had got it all that day. So.
She got all of them that day. Dang. Crazy.
All right,
it's on you.
This one is going to be so funny. This is a little inside joke too. Would you rather work at Applebee's for a year or have another year of Trump?
I'm taking Applebee's. Hands down. Damn it, I'll cook. Like,
if you've ever worked at Applebee's, you know why it's very comparable.
That is what? Oh yeah. I mean, I'll serve for a year before I have another. No. Applebee's for $500, Alex. Like, which
at least you can make some money off of it.
That's true. Speaking of, I did make a quick Jeopardy joke. Something that I don't know if you've heard recently about Alex Trebek passing. That's so sad.
It is. It's
I like
weird
grew up
when
on
people
him.
it's weird when people like that pass away because he's been around for he's just been around.
Yes.
Like that would be like Morgan Freeman passing away. Like you've been around since the beginning of time. Like
beginning of time. Literally.
Yeah, that's sad.
That's sad.
I actually used to watch Jeopardy. I'm such a nerd.
I still watch Jeopardy. Like I watch it it's on Netflix even. So I love
it?
Jeopardy.
I didn't know that.
It is. They have like I think like 5 of the collections are on Netflix or something like that. But is it on me or is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. Because you just asked me that crazy question about Applebee's and Trump. So would you rather spend the next 10 years of your life in China or in Russia? Communism.
Russians are very aggressive. Like, I feel like if I was over there in Russia, like I'd be fighting all the time.
Oh yes, all the time.
All the time, because it'd be very much, who are you talking to?
This one. What did you just say? What did you just say to me?
Yeah. Definitely would go to China, probably be like a monk or something for those 10 years and just like live it out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
Okay.
Russia. Ugh. Whenever I think of Russia, like I always think of stuff like Rocky. Like I just feel like all Russian people are like
evil
robots. They're like these like machine monsters.
It's like that. Yeah, they have that evil. That
sorry
to
the Russians. It's just a joke.
Yes.
But you know, blame the movies. I'm an American. All right. So, would you? This one's kind of light and cool. Would you rather live on a houseboat or in an RV?
Ooh, I would absolutely go with houseboat. I don't even have to think about it. I think the idea of the RV is cool and like being able to move, but I don't like
the houseboat can move too.
Right. Well, I mean like being able to drive. I'll say being able to drive. There you go. Oh,
listen, y'all. The sarcasm just seeps out. It just
flows. It just
I don't
flows.
control it.
No,
it just happens.
It is her love language. It is like absolute love. Like for me, the RV driving, I'll say driving specifically. I don't like to drive. So I would much rather just, I don't know if it's drop the anchor in and have the boat sit at the harbor on the dock. I don't know.
Dock the boat. Just dock the boat.
Okay, dock the boat. Look.
You're going to be sailing off in the middle of the night and not even
and not know what, not have no clue. But I do know where the Googles
anchor,
are.
What's happening?
Look, but I can find the Googles. Yeah,
right.
I can find the Googles. That's what it would be for me. I actually wonder what you would do on that one.
Actually would probably go RV because I'd be able to travel. Like, I love the idea of being able to travel and like be different places. Like, there's no reason for me to be on a houseboat because one, I can't swim. I could float. And I could like survive a little bit, but y'all already done heard my death story. So I'm just gonna stick to land and I'm gonna go with an RV and travel the world. Cause I really if I didn't have a kid, I would right now be so into van life. Like I love that people are getting like these vans and like decking them out and just living in them and doing. I love that. That's so dope.
That
I
is
had
cool.
kids, so it would get annoying after a while.
Yeah.
When she gets older, though, I would love to do that with her, like during the summer or something. Like we get an RV and we just live in it and travel. But
that would be fun. Nice little organic living.
right.
What's up, y'all? Before we continue, I gotta tell y'all about Anchor. It's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. The creation tools allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor also distributes your podcast for you, so Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more platforms have access to it. And guess what? You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's the one-stop shop for podcasts. So what are you waiting for? Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today. Now let's get back to these hot takes. So, okay, I have a lighthearted one for you. I already know the answer to this, I feel, but we're going to see. So grits or oatmeal?
Child, the ghetto. I hate them both.
I know. That's what I thought. Okay, I was like, she's not gonna like either of these.
I hate them both, but you know what? If I just had to, because when I was a kid, and I think a part of the reason why I hate it so much is because like when I was a kid, like my mom for breakfast, she's like, you need something that's gonna stick to your stomach, you know, because during school time, it's not like your mom's cooking for, at least mine wasn't. She had a job, so ain't no like pancake sausage and stuff during the week. That's a weekend,
right?
You know?
That's a weekend thing.
Definitely, I would go grits. Oatmeal is the texture is just a little too far. Like I can get past grits if they're like got some butter and some sugar in it. I know you from the South, that's blasphemy, but whatever. That's how we eat it where I'm. Listen, rice and grits have butter and sugar on them. I don't care what you Southerners have done to it. It belongs with butter and sugar. Okay, I put butter and sugar on my rice. I don't like it any other way unless it's Mexican rice.
You might as well have oatmeal if you're adding sugar to your grits and your rice.
I think it's so stupid that you guys don't.
Let me tell you,
no doggone pepper and salt in my freaking grits. That's so lame.
We will take some butter. We'll put some salt. Look, where I'm from, we'll put a little bacon bit, put a little cheese
bacon
in that
bits are disgusting.
Well, you don't eat pork anyway.
But I used to eat bacon, and I wasn't a fan of bacon bits. Like bacon bits specifically are just.
Oh yeah, well, you probably were eating. Were you eating real bacon bits? Or were you eating bacon? Because that makes a difference.
Bacon's I'm not a fan of bacon either, because it's mostly like I hate the fat part. It's so gross.
Let me tell you,
it smells amazing though.
Yeah,
I love the smell of bacon cooking.
Best bacon and grits. It'll just give you your life.
I'd die.
But I also like oatmeal. You would not die. You would not die.
If you put freaking butter and pepper on it, I'm gonna die. That's ew.
But how many times have you had it cooked that way?
I actually tried it one time. I think like maybe 2 years ago at Waffle House because they didn't have any.
Why were you eating grits at Waffle House?
Because something I was like, let me try. You didn't even want to give that
grit a chance.
I didn't
give that grit a chance.
But I was like, let me try some grits. I haven't had, you know, maybe I'm just being a hater because my child, but it was not the tease. It was not it.
Maybe one day you'll let me make you some cheese grits and we'll try it out and see. Small,
I'll do it.
We'll try it one good time.
I'll give it a little tap, a little taste.
A little taste. A little baby sample. Spoon. You know, a little sample. Okay, so I think next one's on you.
Oh, okay. Would you rather be able to read minds or move things with your mind? So it's telepath versus telekinesis.
Telekinetic. Ooh.
I wanted to explain it first just in case people didn't know.
Yes. So again, taking it back to my Marvel days, anyone who knows me personally knows I am obsessed with the Phoenix. I love the Phoenix. I've always been one of the biggest Jean Grey fans because I just live for the fact that
I hate her. I hate her. And her boyfriend. And her side dude.
Okay. So I'll just go with moving things with my mind, Alex, and world peace.
I'm sorry, Jean Grey blows me. She really does. She
First
really
of
blows
all,
me.
I was not about to give Jean Grey her glory. I was just gonna say, every time I think about telepathy and telekinesis, that's who comes to mind.
Yeah.
Even though she was for many years, she was a very weakly written character. She ended up being one of the strongest characters
Which was a
to come
waste.
through. Oh goodness!
Somebody else could have those powers.
Oh, well, somebody else does have those powers. Several somebodies end up with those powers as the story unravels.
We'll enjoy
but for me, yeah, it would be. I don't really want to know people's thoughts. I kind of already get people's thoughts now, so I would much rather just be able to move things with my mind, so I wouldn't have to always get up.
Mm-hmm. Can I just
it goes back to laziness.
Get on a soapbox really quick because we were talking about X-Men. I just want to say, for the record, for everybody out there who's into these things, because I'm into it, I actually really, really like X-Men, but let's be very clear, those movies, except for X2, those movies, I cannot. Jean Grey in those movies, I can't. And let's be very clear, Halle as Storm is trash. It's trash.
I mean, they haven't made a good X-Men movie yet. X2 was okay, but they haven't made a good one yet.
And the only reason why I love X2 is because, like, first of all, Kelsey Grammer killed it as Beast. Like, I gotta give him his props as Beast. He was very, very dope as Beast. But, like, that's about it. Oh, and my guy, what's my other blue guy? What's his name?
Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler. I love Nightcrawler. I freaking love Nightcrawler.
So, like, for me, it's different because I grew up, I watched both cartoons before
the cartoon was great.
Before they started making the real movies, and I had the comics. And so I fell in love with the characters as they were written versus how they were adapted.
Right.
And so I ended up watching the movies because the movies came out and it was cool that they were finally giving X-Men some type of shine. But what I'm looking forward to, like, they really didn't do it. They were able to make some good money off of it and kind of start to bring a new generation into the following of X-Men, which I think was the one benefit from it. But what I will say is I'm looking forward to what the new, like, Marvel Cinematic Universe is about to do with X-Men, because everything that they do is all about Easter eggs and planting things way early in advance. I've heard rumors about how this WandaVision show that's coming out on Netflix, coming out on Disney Plus, is going to be possibly the way in which mutants come into this timeline, which will finally, because, okay, I don't know if you know, really side note, we just have to have
I'm a nerd. Let's
we have to have a total, like, nerd it out. So, I really feel like they can do a better job with Scarlet Witch. So they're finally about to, like, take her character and really, like, do some great things with her. She's getting WandaVision, so she's getting the TV show with Vision on Disney Plus, and then the next Doctor Strange movie that comes out, is something like the Multiverse of Madness or something like that. She's going to be the co-star, so it's going to be her and Doctor Strange.
That's going to be dope.
So for those of you who don't know, for those of you who don't know, because I'm going to drop some real tea.
Come on,
Scarlet Witch is probably, outside of Captain Marvel, the most powerful Avenger. She has powers that she can't control. So that's why many times they depict her as someone who's a little weaker. But there's this whole storyline in X-Men in the comics, House of M, such an epic storyline where she comes in and she basically manipulates the entire world and reality and creates a whole new world. Like, she created a whole new world based off what she wanted in her mind.
I'm not a fan.
I'm kind of like teeter-tottering because I see the benefit of having a Captain Marvel. I see the benefit of that role. Yeah. But yeah, she's
and I hate that, like,
Steve Rogers,
Chadwick Boseman passed away, like, right when they got the rights to X-Men back, because we totally could have had an X-Men Black Panther crossover. Like,
I think we still will.
But how is Storm gonna marry Black Panther without?
I think we still will.
I just don't want to, because it's not gonna be the same without
it's not, but I think as a community, I think we have to support whoever the next Black Panther is, because I think that they could possibly, now this is my idea.
Mm-hmm.
If they really wanted to do something creative, they could have Killmonger come back and become Black Panther.
No.
Or they could have Shuri take the role as Black Panther.
I would love
because
to see that.
She does take the role as Black Panther at one point.
She does.
So
I would love to see that. And then
so
they
I think
had
that
the
would be
little
cool.
part with her and Bucky, so they could literally do that.
They could literally do that. But I also think at some point they will be bringing another actor to play the Black Panther in, and I think that will be how they get Storm introduced there. But before we get on to our couple last questions for Would You Rather, because we're having a whole nerd moment right now. But there's some other places where they can introduce X-Men into the storyline. Yeah. So there's Wolverine. Wolverine might be the first one introduced because he's done enough. But his storyline with Hulk, that's pretty
Hulk.
nice.
Let's be clear, Hulk is like that's my heart right there. And it really like that last movie pissed me off. Like, where is Hulk? Stop playing.
I'm ready for them to get, but I think it's because they're getting ready to take Hulk in a different direction, because there's about to be some crazy things happening with Hulk too.
Because I love Ragnarok with him in there too. Hulk is my favorite. I love the Hulk because he was just so like misunderstood.
New Hulk. This new Hulk, Mark Ruffalo's Hulk, is, I like that he's a balance between comedic and actiony.
Very. But they can really do, and they don't even do his the Hulk movies justice, because he had a whole Hulk team. Like, there's so many other Hulks y'all could have brought into that.
Okay, so they're supposed to be introducing She-Hulk. She's supposed to be coming soon in the next couple of years. She's supposed to be getting a show or a movie or something. But what I was going to say is this would be the most creative way for them to introduce the X-Men, I think. So, Rogue. Okay. Rogue gets her powers. Her original powers, she stole them from Carol Danvers, who is Captain Marvel.
Okay, I see where you're going. But I don't need Captain Marvel in my life again.
And we never know at Marvel. They're supposedly going to take Captain Marvel, the second movie or third movie, and introduce Rogue as a villain before she becomes an X-Men.
And see, the only thing about that, because in the comic books, dope. But in the movie world, in our real lives, I don't need another Captain Marvel movie.
You're going to get 3. You're getting 3. So you can.
I was not a fan of the first one. Like,
I loved the first one.
What?
I did. It was
she
because
drained me, and then she drained me when she popped up in it. Like, girl, just where have you been?
She saved the day.
She did not save the day.
She did.
And then she blew me. She blew me.
Oh really my gosh, we got to give Captain Marvel her due, because she came in. This is like the first. She's the first female Avenger to have a solo movie.
We could have picked someone else.
Who?
We could have did Scarlet Witch a little early, and then they trying to give Black Widow one, and I'm like, I don't need that either. I don't need it. I really don't. Like, vigilantes in the it blows me. Batman blows me. Hawkeye blows me. Like, they all just. And let's also say Anthony Mackie, keep it.
He's about to be you don't like Anthony Mackie either? Oh my goodness. So we know who's not going to be overcasting. We know who's not, because her word is no.
Keep it.
So we'll have to have a whole Marvel chat one day. That'll have to be an episode, and we'll have to really nerd it out another episode. So let's just pick one more Would You Rather question apiece, and we'll wrap that up. It's my turn. Okay, so
at least I know I picked a good one.
That was a really good one. I'm gonna go with would you rather be teleported 500 years in the future or 500 years in the past? And wherever you choose, where would you go and why?
Well, let's be very clear. I'm Black, so I'm not trying to go back. Okay, 500 years ago, it was either the slave trade or right before. So I am good on that. Okay, I would not have even made it across the ocean. I am not gonna sit here in front and lie. We had some strong ancestors, because I would have been like, I am not doing this, and you are not gonna bring me over. No, it ain't even worth it to go across over here like this. First of all, we going over here on the boat like this, child. I'd been ready to go then. I would have, because I know if we on the boat like this, ain't nothing over there for me.
Ain't nothing over there for me, right?
So I am definitely going into the future. And if I was to go into the future, where would I go? I would not be in America. I can tell you that. Because as far as I'm concerned, I would have rather been a Canadian. But I would probably go, you know what? I would go to Japan. 500 years in the future, take me to Japan and give me some of that sci-fi anime so I could be like a superhero or something. Give me that.
Love it.
Give me a little psychopath. Let me be out here. You know, I'm with it.
Well, for me, is my go? Well, no, it's your go. All I was going to say is, for me, absolutely. I knew that your answer was going to be the future, because I don't know any Black person who'd be like, yeah, I want to go 500 years in the past.
Not at all. I don't even want to go a year in the past.
Look, can we just keep marching forward?
Going forward, right. Don't look back.
Okay. So, okay, yes.
Okay, so, this was technically my last one anyway. Would you rather live rent-free or never have to pay for food? Or mortgage-free or whatever.
I'll go with never have to pay for food. And the reason I'll say that is I love to eat, and I love to eat whenever I'm hungry. Like, and not only when I'm hungry, but when I'm not hungry. And for me, I think that being able to just get the food that I want when I want it and not have to worry about that coin, that would be, that'd be kind of cool. Like, you know, we're going to have bills regardless. So I might as well pay for rent if I know I don't have to pay for food. Like, because that's
where a lot of my excess money goes. Is
I'm going to say that's literally where we'll make sure we have our rent payment, and we'll just have to hold on to what we got left
some oodles
to
and
eat off
or
of.
something.
But it's like, after I make that rent payment, now I don't have to hold on to that for food. I can save that. I can invest that in whatever. I can do whatever with that, because food is free. So yes, food for 800.
Very that. I definitely feel you on that. I'm still sad that, like, I thought that, like, having a kid, I was like, ooh, I got a kid now. Like, they'll probably give me food stamps. Child, they said, girl, no, you need to be broker. And I'm like, well, how broke do you want? You want me to be broke down and destitute? You want me to be borderline homeless to get these food stamps? I just want some free food. I just knew. I'm like, ooh, I got a kid. Like, I could probably, child, they denied me. Because I sure tried. I definitely tried. I thought, like, the kid was, like, the key to food stamps. Because everybody with kids be getting food stamps. Apparently, I don't know how I'm supposed to qualify. Like, what do I got? How broke do you have to be? Because I'm pretty broke.
That's a good question. That's a good question. That's
rich,
wild.
so I'm trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, how broke do y'all want me to be? Do y'all want me to be making minimum wage? Because I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I am worth.
I mean, and it might even be because, well, there's no telling with our government. There's never any telling, for real.
But you know, that's like a state regulated thing. So that's really Georgia. Like, Georgia's benefit process for people is trash. It's really trash. And I found that out having a kid.
What is not in the South, though? I can't think of any Southern. I can't really think of many American states where they really have it together in terms of much of anything.
And also, the crazy thing is, this is like a random thing, but it's like, so the system is so messed up that literally, in order for in Georgia, in order for you to get like that, like food stamps or like WIC and stuff like that, like, they want you to put the father on child support. Like, that's like one of the questions on there. Like, are you willing to do this? And I'm like, y'all are that pressed to get people in the system? Really? Because I don't need y'all up in my business. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, like, as long as when I ask for the money come, we don't need no papers. We don't need no papers. Like,
That's crazy.
I don't need to be in nobody's court system. Yeah, they try that hard to get people in the system that in order to get these things, they want you to put this person on papers. And I think that is so, like, I understand for some people they need it, but that is so messed up for it to be a requirement. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's whack.
And that even, I mean, like, that really just even touches on some of the things that we talked about with last week's episode about things that were going on in the 90s. Is there are many systems, like, if we do our research, you'll see that there are many systems where they try and tie us up in a way where we're working against each other or we're working against ourselves. And that's a perfect example right there. But yeah,
he lucky he got a good, mother of his child, because somebody else would have real quick.
Right. Especially if they catch these mothers in positions where, they might want to be petty. They encourage them to be petty. Like, that's not, it's sad.
But
that's
for
sad.
Me, like,
that's our government.
Having a good relationship with the father of my child is more important than, putting somebody in the system to me.
In the system. Absolutely.
It's not worth it to me.
At all. Ugh. But I think we've had a great chat. I really hope 5011 Fam just gave you guys a little better insight into us.
Yes.
Help you better understand who we are as people, and maybe you got to be a little entertained.
And maybe you're more confused about who we really are.
Right. That might be it. Maybe you're like, ooh, they real crazy. Like, they
all over the place.
They everywhere. Like, I thought I had you pegged for this, but you was that. So hopefully that was the reaction. Maybe that's what this should have done.
That's usually people's reaction to me. So, because people always, it's so funny. Like, people either think I'm one way or this way, like, however, depending on how they meet me, and I'm never that. And I always tell people, like, you don't know me. You don't know me.
You have no idea. But as always, we're about to go into our final segment, and that is For the Culture.
On you, boo.
So, yes. So for the culture this week, which is our Black business shout out, I've got a pretty interesting business that I've just come across. I saw it on Pinterest. I saw it on Facebook. Turns out one of my high school, and actually this girl, we went to school all the way from like K4, K5. Like, we've been in school for a very long. We were in school together for a very long time, all the way through high school graduation. She actually was, like, I want to say, our class president. Which was kind of cool. But there's a company called Jax and Jules, and it's based out of Atlanta. And what they focus on is organization and planning. So they create these dynamic, beautiful planners. Some are leather bound. There's different forms and types of planners for different types of occasions or different types of needs. But it's a Black owned business that focuses on custom created planners to help people get organized. And maybe it's for, saving money, or maybe it's for, preparing for your due date to have a baby, or maybe it's, you're getting your business goals together. So definitely check out Jax and Jules. That's JACKS and JULES on Facebook and on Pinterest. I just think it's a really cool business. And their little hashtag, they got a cute little hashtag. It's hashtag customize your chaos.
On,
so I live for something like that. Yes, customize your chaos. So what you got for us this week, Dee?
Okay, so because you always be showing the people in your life love, and see, I didn't want to have to like pick through the people in my life, because people be tripping like, what?
Right.
But so 3 of my sisters have businesses, so I'm gonna give y'all one each episode, ladies. Don't get upset. Yours is coming. But I'm gonna start off with my sister Tori. She actually has her own business. It's called Fixation by Lush, and it's custom dance wear, which is super dope. So if you look at some little cute little ladies, if trying to entertain your boo, or if you're a dancer, or whatever the case may be, go ahead on Instagram, Fixation by Lush, LUSH. Okay, go check it out. She has some super cute stuff, super sexy stuff. I don't know if she's still, because my sister is also a nail tech, and I know at one point she was doing like the custom gel, whatever. But I don't know if she's still doing that. But she does have the dance wear for the girls.
Yes, Fixation by Lush.
Shout out to my big sister Tori. Love you, babes.
Oh, that's so cool. So yes, guys, again, we just want to thank you, 50 Lamb fam, for your support, for your love. If you haven't heard it this week, let us be the first to tell you.
Yes.
We love you. We see
you.
you. Yes, and we look forward to seeing you again next week for another episode of the 50 Lamb Chronicles podcast. Thanks.
Peace.
See y'all next week.